So here's week 2 of the Film School Chronicles.
So yeah, my car is kaputs, as they say. Kaputs. And here's results of me and Katie's hard work to get her vehicle good and going. And there she is on her first day of school at Nunez. Well, first day of the semester.
Yeah.
So, we get the fuck out. I went to talk to a professor about making a feature for my thesis filming. It was clearly just shot right down. That would no way be approved because it would set a precedent to allow other students, and they said in the past when some people have tried to do that, they've always failed miserably or something like that. So I have to come up with a short film idea for my thesis, which I didn't want to do. Which means now I have to come up with a short film idea that's cost me nothing to make, and I don't want to put time into anyway. Which you're probably thinking, oh well, but you're missing one aspect. It also has to be good. Not necessarily. I've seen lots of thesis films that are crap. Those people graduate, so I don't see the point in making a good film. It just needs to be a film, which is horrible that that's where things are. I'm just gonna make a film for my thesis. It doesn't have to be a good film, it just has to be a film. Anyway, I just woke up from a nap. Yeah, funny story. My sister was texting me like, "Hey, I'm getting in my car just now to head to you," and just as she does that, my friend Scott messages me saying, "Hey," with a little picture circling a movie time. So he wants to go see a movie. So I sent my sister home, so she doesn't have to come pick me up, and my friend Scott's coming to come pick me up, and we're gonna go see a movie. So that's pretty much my day. So history class, we talked more about like the 1950s and 60s studio system. Then in my producing class, we talked about what the big studios were, the production companies are, what are agencies, what are first look deals, all some of those little industry terms. It wasn't a super eventful day. That fact that I have to make a short no matter what. Not looking forward to that, but it is what it is, you know. Hello, my friend.
Hello, sir. Would you like a ride?
I would like a ride, yes. It's Thursday. Got classes. Yeah, a little Peter McKinnon type opening montage, B-roll action thing, whatever. Might be interesting to try today. Oh, it's cold! It's cold!
I know, we got used to my car. And
yes! Not much is going on. Went to history. Went to my producing class. One interesting thing we have to do for our assignment is we have to call a talent agency and ask for the availability of an actor or actress. Get used to calling talent agencies and, getting used to talking to people about producing like things, get used to that sort of world. I went to my advanced project class, and mostly what we just did in that is discuss exporting at the end of the semester and sequences and things that are required. We all had a little meeting with our graduate coordinator about stuff for the coming semester that we're required to have done. And then I met with Zach for his film and about all the action stuff that's going to be required and things like that. So yeah, now I'm on my way home. Alright, Katie.
here.
See you later, alligator. On a Saturday at almost 9 a.m. Got a AFI workshop for school.
We're going to go through this, and this is a kind of a syllabus of sort of what we're going to go through today, or try to. It's going to be a mixture of me talking, showing DVDs of sorts, and a PowerPoint presentation. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of work on your part.
How do I put this? He talked a lot about what kind of production designers do and the hierarchy sort of system that's in place for them. Like, okay, so there's production designer, and then there's an art director, and then there's like set designers and prop masters and all these people in like different sub sections. And the guy talked about that. And then he showed some behind the scenes videos of like one production designer's work with Steven Spielberg. Then he showed like some AFI films. One of the biggest things he kept doing was selling AFI. Like, AFI is so great. American Film Institute. We do this and this for the MFA program. Now, this AFI class I went to here at UNO was open to undergrads and graduate students. The predominant people that were there were undergrads. But the program is like $60,000 a year, you know, and like, oh my God, you know, so expensive. And it's just weird because like that seemed to be the purpose, the main thing the guy was doing was selling AFI. But he didn't really teach us about production design. He kind of taught us what production designers do and the hierarchy of their department. But that'd be like the cinematography teacher saying, so cinematography is a cinematographer just handles light and shadows and compositing image and camera. And then beneath them is the camera operator, you know, and the camera operator does this. And like it's more like he was explaining how movies are made with production designers, but not the... He really wasn't going into like, okay, so here's how miniatures are built and used. Here's how green screen or canvases are made and used. Or here's how different fabrics can be used. And how set walls are built. And understanding how all that kind of stuff is made. Like, he didn't go into any of that. So I'm kind of disappointed. Because all we did is pretty much sit there the entire day and watch AFI films and watch AFI made content to advertise AFI. You know, the guy is a guy who actually has done real production design work. Like, he's worked with Christopher Guest. That's the guy who did My Girl and a bunch of other stuff. So he's worked with talented people. But he kept trying to sell AFI, and he really wasn't talking about the intricacies of production design. He wasn't talking about, like, it was like a big waste of time, really. You know, just, I was expecting more. So we're supposed to be doing something today with the production design class with cameras. I hope it's not too difficult. I hope whatever group I get doesn't want to, like, go run around and do stuff really far, because my knee's not going to be up to that shit. Well.
Take champagne, right? You can already tell what I'm trying to do, huh?
Ben, Kat. Yeah. Kevin said jewelry's in the costume shop. But he wasn't very clear if he had access to it or not.
I also have. Oh, I guess we don't. I have a tripod in my car, but if we're taking a picture.
Catalina works for the RA as an RA. So this is supposed to be the model room, which we've already made look like shit, so to speak. But I'm gonna play the father, the drunken father or something, and she's gonna play the daughter who's escaping, running away or something like that. But yeah, so this is a room. So we got this idea of alcohol, a lampshade that's like all fucked up, music like he's a musician, a failed musician, and we're all gonna in an old TV, and we're all gonna kind of light it and shoot it from like this angle maybe. I don't know. But yeah, just waiting on Ben to come back and Catalina.
Okay, I didn't know.
Can you see it there?
There we go.
We see that. Okay.
Is that it?
Ooh, she's still on.
Wow. Let's make this the this one.
Very dedicated.
I'm a very dedicated person.
Carl's dedication is always 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes to
Go big or go home.
Okay. This looks like it's more of a serious thing to me. Do you think so? Anybody? Yes, back there.
And she's stealing money with his watch. Like, she's stealing stuff. Like, you know, she's covertly, like, he's a slave still. She's stealing his stuff. I don't know if he, like, hides.
Yeah, my question is that as well as why are we so ready to assume that? I don't know. I mean, I don't have an answer for that, but what's making us say that?
That's a good question. Why?
All I know is he's a struggling composer. She's a loan shark who wants her money. He's like, I can't pay, but I got this watch. Take the watch, and she's like, okay. And then he passes out for some reason.
Or she's a drug dealer and he just bought those
Also
drugs.
possible. He does have cocaine on him. Yep, I think.
I mean, if the music had if someone just put that in the can and thought that no one would see it, and it has nothing to do with this, and we're saying composer, that's and we don't know that yet. But if that's the case, it's a good lesson in don't just put anything in there
Right.
and call it trash, and let it be recognizable. If it's nothing that's not advancing the story forward or confusing us, and we don't know that yet, that's a problem. Yeah.
If the sheet music is nothing though, maybe like get more cans and just put a few to cover it up in the bucket or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe get a chicken bone.
Because everything's being looked at as a way to help us
put it
solve
inside
this.
a can.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Like and have one fall.
Anyone
Is that a
else?
guitar? I see the guitar.
You see a guitar?
Behind his
Behind
head.
his head.
Oh.
It looks like it's seen better days.
Yeah.
So that further brings us along the composer.
Because there's a lot of sheet music in that, not just the one in the track can, but it's all over the place.
Wow.
Okay. It could have been something in the prompt itself, or it could have been something that they attributed to the backstory to this particular character.
Maybe.
And maybe that's important to them. Okay. TV's on, but it looks like nothing's on. It's white. I think it's late at night, maybe? Like nothing on of any importance? Okay, we're going to hear what this is now. Who's responsible for this one?
Us three.
Okay.
Obviously me.
Who has the story? Okay, why don't you read it to us?
I left that night, taking with me my father's small bag of money and a change of clothes. I stood in the doorway between my freedom and my old life. I thought for a moment that I would feel too guilty to leave, but when I saw my father asleep on the couch, surrounded by signs of his addiction, I knew there was nothing left for me.
See, I'm not a hooker.
I wasn't trying to imply anything.
We added the music just as a backstory.
Yeah, like
We
he's
did
a
that on our
frustrated
own,
musician,
yeah,
and that's
to
why
give
he's.
more,
Well, he could have been. I mean,
yeah.
but
But
we
it
don't
could
know
be-
that.
it could
How
be
do we say?
distracting.
How do we say father, daughter? I think that's probably the thing that wasn't. But it looks like they were not living in the best of conditions.
Yeah.
So that came across to me. But I
We
don't
have a concept or an idea in the theater that we always call it, it's referred to as faulty generalization. And it can be confusing. It's always a question to ask, to use very carefully, because it can lead you other places, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think you tried to create this. The environment, I think, kind of works. And the time of Maybe it would have been good if it wasn't looking like she was going out into another room in the house, but if it was a way to make that light on her like moonlight or outside or
Hallway light or something.
like it's like she's going out the front door.
Not as-
And then
Like
maybe if you had kept your jacket on as if you were prepared to go out the door.
I think Dad needs some clothes.
So that was everyone's assignment for the day, and that was ours as well, and the feedback we got for it. After that, we took the test, which was easy, except for there were these quotes, and we were supposed to remember who said these quotes, which I thought was the most ridiculous question to ask, because, like, I don't even see that in film, tests, like who said this, and it's like, oh, does Steven Spielberg or Stanley Kubrick say this? And that's going to be it for this week. Later.